Hello, my friends. Why do I have that every time I do a live stream? Hello. Hello, hello. Testing 1, 2. Why can I barely hear myself right now? Check 1, 2, test 1, 2. All right, I'm checking my levels, checking them once, checking them twice. We'll crank them up just a little bit higher here. How you guys doing? Tim Lee Legacy Studio. Thanks so much for coming and hanging out here at Tim Art Legacy Art Studio. My YouTube channel specifically on art. I have so many different YouTube channels. Would love for you to check them all out. So many of them that will keep you busy for hours upon hours upon hours with hundreds of thousands of videos. Maybe not that far, but definitely thousands of videos would absolutely be accurate after I've been doing this for around 15 plus years. So today we're going to be working on some commission work. This is a piece for Gerbers of Montana, and had the opportunity of working with a previous staff member from them. Did a design for that previous staff member once that staff member left. Now Gerbers would like to update this design for their newest staff member, so that's what we're going to be working on today on the show. If you do enjoy it, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, leave a comment, and all that jazz. We're going to be playing a little bit of music, get things going here, so let me go ahead and crank this up here, get a little bit of... Oh yeah, baby. Just like that. It's a little loud. I'm going to see if I can fix that. Whew, who's blowing his ears out? All right. Okay, please let me know in the chat if that is too loud, too quiet, not enough, just enough, all that stuff. All right? We're going to keep it nice and low here for now, maybe somewhere around right there until you guys let me know what you think of that. And I'm going to adjust my ears just a tiny bit more. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. Right here on Legacy Art Studio, where we bring you the finest of entertainment with style, panache, and a little bit of jazz. All right, let's get into this here. I have a lot of work ahead of me here, so let me go ahead and open up my folder for my client here, and let's get this going, because we got a lot of stuff to do. So Gerbers of Montana, here we go. So this is our victim today. So I'm going to have a couple pictures that I'm going to need to go through, kind of pinpoint what I'm looking for here. But we're going to start with these two. There we go. Oh, it's out of focus. That's a little better. So, looks like we're going to have to make some adjustment to the accoutrement, if you know what I mean. We're going to fix this thing. So, if I can remember how, rotate, flip canvas. I always get clockwise and counterclockwise incorrect, and I, once again, got it very wrong. So, let me go ahead and flip 180. There we go. You think that a guy who collects watches would actually have a pretty good idea on what counterclockwise and clockwise actually is. But no, absolutely not. Absolutely not. All right, so let me go ahead and get a couple of these photos pulled up here, because we're going to need some reference on this young lady. All right. Let's open up another one. Let's see. Can I get a bigger view of these here? Because she's very squinty, and I'm trying to find one where she's not so squinty. I don't like direct face-on caricature stuff, but at least I have another reference that I can work with. All right, let's try this again. Flip counterclockwise. There you go, Spider-Man. My favorite villain of all time. Do you know who I'm talking about? Favorite villain of all time. You get extra cool points for leaving it in the comments. Who's Tim's favorite villain? And yes, it is from the Spider-Man franchise. The Spider-Verse franchise. Okay, so this young lady, we got to turn her into the vixen of all things Gerbers of Montana. One of their sales team. So let me go ahead and make sure there's nothing going on here. Good. Getting my phone all shut down here so I don't get distracted too much, unless my wife gets in touch with me. Now, I do have a design that I already sat down with Gerbers and began to work on, and then I'll make some adjustments to it here. I'm going to try and flash the camera, and I don't mean that in the sick way, just to kind of give you an idea of the kind of meetings that I have with my clientele. Oh, gosh, you can't see a thing. And I'm not going to take the time to send this to myself. I was just going to have it here. I'd love to show you this. Oh, wait, kind of like that. I'm going to kind of try. Okay, I know that's hard to see. Let me, you know, you think I'd be good at this after doing this for 15 years, right? Let me go to the hero camera here. Okay, so we're going to rotate this. There you go. Looks terrible. Sorry, guys. Long story short, I sat down with them at their offices and kind of sketched up a concept of what we're going for here. Notes of what text they want on it, all those little details. Kind of drew her on there just to show her that I can do a good job, you know. Sometimes you got to make sure that your clients are going to be okay with what you're working on. Okay. I'm just going to go ahead and start with her face here. We're going to get some stuff moving here. Uh-oh. Whoa. Why isn't my pen working? My pen's not working. Let's start by opening up the Huion app. I'm not the big... I mean, I like this screen, but I don't like it. It's definitely not definitely not like some of the other screens I've worked with. There's... much better. There are some beautiful screens out there. This is just the more affordable one that I could afford. And while it does its job, it doesn't quite do the job that... What's the other brand that I use all the time? It's literally sitting around here somewhere. What's the big brand, guys? The brand that I've used for years, that I've done in every single video for as long as we can recall. What? I forget the name. Leave it in the Wacom. Wacom. It's been a long time, guys. A very long time. Okay. All right, we're going to start off with some simple sketches, just kind of get some fun little theories of, whoa, what's going on with my pen here? All right. This is going well. There we go. Okay. Now, I am certain that they don't want this to be too cartoony, but I'm still going to need to loosen up a little bit and just kind of get a fun feeling of her as a caricature, and then from there I can calm it down by a lot. But I just need to loosen up and just kind of feel what her features are that are going to instantly connect us to her. All right. Thinking loose is super important. I don't know about you guys, but I can already kind of see her in that. So, actually, I can totally see her in that. So that just makes me happy. You didn't see a thing! Oh, good heavens! You didn't see a thing! Why didn't you guys say anything in the comments? There you go. How do you expect me to have a good live stream if you don't help me out here? Help me help you. Help me help... Look at this. Look at what you just missed. Look at what you just missed. Look at how perfect that is. Looks just like her. All right, guys. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm not done. I don't think that they're gonna quite like that for their branding, but you know, it's important to kind of just really loosen up, enjoy the experience, get a feel for her face in this situation. All right, I'm gonna go a little crazier yet. There we go. If you're happy to be here, if you're happy and you know it, clap your like button. If you're happy and you know it, click the like button. If you're happy and you know it, click the like button. If you're happy and you know it, and I can't see your face and you really can't show it, then click the like button. It'll make me really happy. All right. That's the worst ever. I'm having fun with her today. Goodness, I'm enjoying this warm up because I'm kind of feeling really in the zone already, and I barely started. I'm liking this. Okay. All right. Okay, it might be a good day today. Lord willing, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Let's take the jump, and we're gonna try a face-on one here. Nice. I think her mega curly hair is really working super well for us here. So I'm happy about that. Now, did our music stop? Like, did we literally get through every single song that I have downloaded like right now? I mean, come on. Really? There we go. Thank you. I knew I had more music than that. It's like, we just started. We can't be out of music that fast. So far, I'm liking this one the most. I mean, I like them all so far, actually. Even the face-forward one I don't mind. But when it comes to her likeness and kind of starting to capture some of that, that side angle is the best one so far on the left. Okay, so let me do some quick organization to the accoutrement, if you know what I'm on. So I'm just going to go ahead and just kind of size things down here a little bit and give myself some more room on the canvas. Now, this is going to be a full body piece. And I'm going to be real with you guys. I'm going to be honest. I'm scared to be honest, frankly. Lovely young lady. She was very nice to talk to in the office, absolutely. They want to use her for their branding on selling a bunch of products. Absolutely. Makes sense. Makes sense. It will be difficult to create this because I've created another logo very similar to this, and I don't want them to collide. I don't want them to look similar, but they're going to look similar. Even though I don't want them to look similar, they're going to look similar. Thank you for that like button. I see it. Thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. Appreciate you being here. The other side of this is, let's be frank, sex sells. So it will be a challenge to create this piece in such a way where it's going to be really, really good for branding. I'm not saying anything inappropriate here. I'm trying not to. It's going to be a very interesting challenge. I'm looking forward to the challenge, but it will be a bit of a challenge as we move forward to make sure that her style, her look, her weight is balanced and professional to be used as a marketing tool, if that makes sense. Think of celebrities. Think of, personalities. If I really wanted to... Thank you so much for those likes. 3 of them. Good heavens. Thanks so much, guys. Awesome. Appreciate you. Sick. Glad you're here. Ask questions. Be a part of the chat. Love that you're here. We just got some work ahead of us here. And I don't mean that in any disrespect. Not in any way, shape, or form. This young lady, I kind of doubt that this was her choice. I have a feeling her bosses really liked what they had previously. And they're like, hey, we're going to do that with you now. And she's like, okay. And so that's the nature of this kind of stuff. So we're throwing someone to the wolves here, that's for sure. And we're going to do our very best to make sure that she's excited about it, happy about it, and that she doesn't mind having her likeness used in this way to market a business like this. Because this is a big deal and a challenge for someone who isn't expecting themselves to be in the limelight with this. This is their marketing tool. So it's going to be interesting. Let's begin working on just a little bit of the body stuff here. So I'm going to zoom this out just a little bit. I think it's fair to say that we can definitely make her chest work for her in a good way. Please understand, people. I am always going to be respectful with my words. I'm always going to try and be No, I'm not going to be politically correct. Frankly, that's not what we do here. But I am going to try to make sure this is family friendly. Is that fair? Okay, we're at least going to make sure it's family friendly. I want her to be proud of whatever we create for her. So we have some opportunities. We can benefit from this. And we can go from heavier to shapelier. All right, so instead of going heavy, we can make it more form fit. Okay, so that's what my goal is. So I'm just going to go ahead and start processing out that idea. No. The other thing that I don't want is I don't want to make her look diva-ish. Does that make sense? I don't want her to look diva-ish if that's not her personality. Excuse me, that's my wife. I'm going to check on that real quick. Because I don't want you to walk into the store expecting to look for a prissy diva, and you meet her and you've come in with the wrong expectancy of the lovely person you're about to meet. She's a lovely person. I enjoyed talking with her. She's very gentle, very sincere. So I want to make sure that she exudes that in the final piece too. Okay. Thank you for your patience, because I'm literally trying to talk through this in my head while we're doing this. 5 people on here concurrently. That's amazing. Thank you, guys. If you don't mind, hit that like button. If you appreciate the very honest conversation we're having here. So we're going to take her and kind of go this route. We're going to shape her body and give it some structure. Go with the hourglass effect, just like any Photoshopper does. Now, I will let you know, just so you're aware, this live stream is only going to go until about 3:30, 3:15 today. We're not going to go as long today because I have a meeting I need to run off to. But we're going to do what we can. Now, there's a couple different things that she needs to be holding in her hands and things. So we're going to see what kind of options we have here. Now, I'm not trying to pull my punches at all. It's not my desire or I'm not trying to hurt anyone's feelings. I'm trying to beautify what nature is. And so that's why I'm not going skinny on the legs. That's why I'm not going skinny on the arms. I want there to be a structure to her that still makes her feel okay with the final piece and is still respectful, but also gives her her shoulders are looking a little too butch, if you will. So I might try to calm those down a little bit. And I think partially that's because I've pressed her chest up much higher. You learn all this stuff as you get into it more, as you do it more professionally and have a bit of experience. Meet all the different individuals and personalities out there for body types and all that sort of stuff. And so you learn that there is really no good way to speak, gently on topics of weight and structure and things like that. So it is not my desire to offend in any way, shape, or form. Thank you so much for hanging. If you do enjoy what you see, hit that like button as we continue this journey. Okay, I don't know if I got any full-size photos of her. Like if I had images of her full body in lines of shoes and things like that. I'm going to quickly check my references here. Whoa! Undo! Undoozles! Let's not make mistakes here. Except for happy mistakes. With pretty little trees. Okay, let's see. We're going to Gerber. Gerbenbergen. Okay. She really is a fun personality. It was really nice to meet her. Very, very sweet. So I'm looking forward to giving her something that she will be proud of, that she can enjoy. Let me... It's out of focus! Why? I took the photos. Why is it out of focus? It's so out of focus. So... I'm going to go just a tiny bit wider. And they had some requests of things that she would be holding or using. Like, there would be a motor in the background. And there would be, like some different kind of bearings and things So trying to demonstrate those. She's kind of the all-around girl. You know, she has all of the different things that they sell, and she manages a lot of that. So our goal is to kind of work with that. Now I'm going to go grab that face over here, the one that I like, and I don't intend to use it exactly as it is. I think it's a little too exaggerated for this business purpose, but we're going to use it as reference just for body placement and structuring, making sure that she's not leaning forwards or backwards too much. So let me go ahead and come back here to my line work. Hop in the chat room, if you will. Say hello, my dear fellow. It is a pleasure to have you all here hanging out with the Timbosaurus. I feel like I'm on radio. It's the music's fault, okay? Okay, now let's go here. Now, she doesn't hold herself in in a feminine stance. So I don't want her body to be tilted back too much. But I also don't want it to be tilted forward too much, because if you tilt it forward too much, then it becomes too manly. And we're kind of on the balance of this here. So we've got to be very careful with this. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and turn off the previous layers here. And we're going to grab all these layers. And just going to adjust this like this. Okay. All right. Now, I would like to submerge all these together, actually. There we go. So now, they're all in one layer. Our sketch is in one layer. Now we have a basic idea of the facial structure. Now, in the caricature that I did previously, the head of the original employee was much larger. With this body situation, I'm not sure how well that's going to benefit the client. We can try it, but it's a different animal in this situation. So I think I'm going to try two variations here, just to test how much I like it or not. So I'm going to duplicate this layer. And let's just go ahead and move one to one side here and one to the other. We'll keep the one on the right exactly as it is. Okay, about like that. The one on the left, we're going to try some adjustments. So let's go ahead and select the head first. And we're going to do exactly what you would expect for a caricature. We'll blow it up. Now, there's a lot of adjustments that you want to do to the body if you're going to go this route by far, okay? Lots of adjustments that you'd want to do to make this more... the word that comes to my head is chibi, which is like a anime-style, cartoony child. So I'm going to kind of push for that effort. Literally where the body is almost the size of the head. So we're really squeezing things down here. Which actually, this might work really well in a situation like this with some minor adjustments, because it puts more focus on the face versus the body. So actually, there might be a real benefit in this situation going this route. Because if we can really get her personality in the face, the body will have a lot less meaning. And our focus will be, in the end, their logo, Gerbers of Montana, is really going to be the key point. So actually, I'm liking this idea more with adjusting for yeah, kind of liking that idea. Okay. All right. Are we liking this, folks? Hit the like button if you like it. Not that I care. I do care. I am that kind of kid. All right, we're going to go in here. We're going to start putting some more effort on the face here. Start defining some proportions and things. All right. I'm noticing she has a very... I feel like you could recognize her smile. So that's going to be a very key thing. And I kind of started that. My goal is to stick with that. That idea where you can tell the lips are very quirked up. Kind of like that. And then we'll just put a little bit of lippage going on in here. And she doesn't have big teeth or doesn't have small teeth, you know, so we can get some very basic definition on them. They are kind of, in this photo, they kind of point up on the sides just a little bit. So there's a bit we could work with there if we want to. I think the thing I'm more interested in focusing on will be her eyes. She's got these pinpoint eyes where they're very, very thin. So, like, really closing them up a lot. She's got very strong eyelids. So, really capturing those eyelids. The bags under her eyes aren't too big a deal. They're pretty. They're pretty small in comparison. But getting more of that. Let me check my messages. I'm sorry, guys. Okay. Okay, cool. Always checking on the wife. If my wife messages me, she becomes first priority. Okay. Now, this is where I think I would have my client would have a problem. If you look at the exaggeration on the cheek, I think that they wouldn't like that as much. So we're going to have to rein that back. I think that would be fair for everyone involved. So we're going to quickly start making a couple of executive decisions on what we're going to do here. I've pushed the nose out really far. I think we need to suck that back a little bit. So I'm just going to go ahead now. We're just going to select all this under the nose. And we're just going to pull the nose back into the face a little bit. Okay. Cool. All right, let's go ahead and get the chin in here. Now, because of her weight, we're not going to connect the chin. It's going to come straight down. We'll try to give a little bit of, we'll try to show the weight without it being too intense. We gotta be careful with that. So really trying to minimize that. She has very, very faint eyebrows, so I'm not really putting much effort into those eyebrows at this moment. This nose is bugging me. I think it might be a little too big, but I don't want to alter things and then pull away from the likeness because I'm trying to make it too perfect. That's the main problem with doing logos for clients, is you start to become very picky about what you're doing, and that's a danger. You don't want to become picky about what you're doing. You need it to be fun. And unfortunately, I think in this moment, a lot of people, when they hire me for logos, they think I'm going to do this amazing logo when I'm just a caricature artist. You know, it's not about perfection. It's about cartoons and fun cartoons. And they'll be like, oh, yeah, I know that, but can you make this change and that change and that change and that change? And what it leads to is a portrait, because they're looking at the differences of what they're seeing, just like you and I are right here in this moment. And they're going, well, her nose is bigger in yours than it is in real life. It's called exaggeration. It's a very purposeful effort. It's a very purposeful thing to do those exaggerations. So what you're doing is you're pulling away from the caricature. So I have to be very careful with my choices that I'm making even now. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. We're going to erase the nose trick that I like to do to kind of give it more of a button nose approach. And we're going to just kind of redefine the nose here just a tiny bit. Now, listen carefully to me, guys, because this is where I'm going to tell you the honest problem that I'm facing right now. I am so thankful for my clients. Very thankful for my clients. Both of these clients, the original employee who used to work with them that I did the original design for, and Gerber's now, they are basically direct competition against each other now. And so I'm creating a design for a new client, but I can't let it look like the old client's logo or design, because then it's just too similar. So this is a very challenging piece for me, because I don't want to hurt my old client, who's been my client that this was inspired by, but I don't want to hurt my new client that, oh man. So it's a bit of a challenge. It is. And you'll come across these. That is one of the problems with being in a small town. Is you'll find your clients will conflict after you have enough of them, because at a certain point in time they move on and they start, going against each other. So this is a real problem. It really is. And how I move forward with it we'll see what happens. So her hair is very wavy, but it's not voluminous. So I'm going to cut down on the volume here. I don't like the chin. We're going to cut back on the chin a little bit. Just remove it all together for the moment. The other thing I'm seeing right now is and I do this a lot. In almost every piece I do, I overage the character. And that's just the nature of it. There's techniques to de-age. So we'll probably end up doing some de-aging efforts here after a while. But every single line that I put into this continues to age it more and more. So I have to be very careful, because she's not an older individual. She's a much younger individual. So it's my job to keep her looking young. Frankly, though, weight can make you look much older. Lose weight, you can get a lot younger looking. A lot younger looking. Hey, what's going on? I recognize you. How you doing, brother? Crawler Tracks. Previously, the hanger. Oh, my brain blanked. I'm so sorry. Not that you care about that anymore because you've come so much further with Crawler Tracks. If you guys like remote control cars that climb over everything, got to go check out my friend's channel and what he's doing. Sam is creating some very cool stuff. This guy has done a fantastic job of moving with the change of the times, and he's thriving from it. So go check out his stuff. Crawler Tracks. Sam Platt, the man, the myth, the legend. All right, still not liking this. I feel like we're close, but there's some things missing here. Diana Chase, hi Tim, thanks for the live. You're so welcome. Welcome back, Diane. Always. Gotta keep you shouted out, man. We help each other, don't we? That is what we do. Crawler Tracks out of Colorado. I need to get back over there one day. All right, we're getting there with this slightly. I think I'm going to have to carve this out a little bit. I want to pull that a little closer to the face. Once again, an opportunity to just kind of, yes, to show her weight, but not show it in the same... let's see. Oh, we got a homunculus in here. Mon the homunculus. Did I get it? Mon the homunculus? All right, cool. What do we got here? Hello, awesome drawing. Could you give a tip on drawing portraits like that? Tons of advice. First off, I do have 500 plus videos and more on this YouTube channel with all the advice I can possibly give you that I've been teaching over many, many years. So while I understand why you want me to give the same advice here, I have a million videos covering very intricate details on every little bit of what I do. So don't be afraid to go and check out my... I just spit. Don't be afraid to go check out my channel, get subscribed, and go check out some of those videos, because I can tell you what I'm doing here, and I'm doing just that. So keep sticking around, and you'll get a... I'm giving you every detail of what I'm doing. I'm teaching while I'm going. But, oh, that helped a lot. That is my biggest fault, is I always put one eye too high. Always do it. Now, they don't look balanced now, so I'm going to have to adjust this a little bit. We might do a different tactic on her here in a bit, too. My biggest advice is don't think so hard. And for me to say that is a joke, because the reality is I think way too hard all the time. Don't think so hard. Try to enjoy yourself. Try to enjoy the experience of creating what they've hired you to create, and practice a lot. Practice keeping loose. Practice coming up with different ideas. Thumbnail sketches. Try pushing your perspectives in many ways different than you think. Every caricature has the chance of succeeding and failing, and sometimes it's only a couple lines that can cause that. That's any form of art in general. So my best advice that I give is loosen up, don't think so hard, have fun, and when you have fun, you create better work, and when you create better work, then your clients are happier, and when your clients are happier, you're happier, and y'all make money out of it, you're all happy about it, and everyone's doing good. Right, Sam? We know what we're talking about. All right. Okay. So, and the other side of this that's super important is we have to be careful. I mean, people's weights and things like that are things that they can be very embarrassed by. And at the same time, we can use that and do it in a respectful way to make a better piece. So everything has to be done very carefully. Correct, I'm working on a logo currently and overthinking it for sure. I know the feeling. I know the feeling. Take 10 steps back, 2 steps forward. The harder you think about it, the worse it's going to be. Okay, I think I've made her neck a little too long, so we're going to do some squishing. I'm going to grab all of this, and we're going to do the squish first. Okay, still don't like the nose. The nose still is wrong, so we're going to make some adjustments to the nose, and I think my issue right now is the tip of the nose. I think I made it a bit too sharp when it should be more round. So I'm just going to go ahead and trim this and round it. Yeah, now we're getting somewhere. Let's also go with attempting to connect the nostril a bit more. There we go. Because I'm trying to loosen up... Oh my gosh, we got 10 people in here? Where did you all come from? Good heavens. Diana, I had to draw Trump dancing to the village people. It was too small. My ink got in the way. I needed to work on spacing my page, too. Trump dancing to the village people. I drew Trump. Where'd my sketch go? Did I... Okay, here. Hang on. Oh, okay. So, right there is a very bad effort on Trump. It was very quick and dirty. Nothing special. You never saw that. Keisha, Terrell's Artworks. Looking good. She looks cute. Thank you so much, Keisha. And I hope I said your name correctly. Hope I said your name correctly there. Keisha? That's a very pretty name. Oh, thank you, Diana. Alrighty, so I'm going to bring a little bit of this hair in front of her neck. And that's going to hopefully assist in kind of balancing this out. I'm going to have a little bit of fun with this. I want to loosen up a little bit more, so I'm going to do a little bit of play today. While we have about half an hour, 40 minutes left. So I need to loosen up a bit more. So we're going to go a little painterly on this, guys. I hope you don't mind. You haven't given me grief in the past, so we're going to try something a little crazy here. Something that I don't usually do, but I want to see if I can help myself loosen up a little bit. So we're just going to do some structural painting here. Sometimes you got to try something different to get somewhere new. Hang on tight. This is going to be interesting. At least no one said it was Clint Eastwood. Yes, that's true. That's true. No one did say it was Clint Eastwood. All right, we're going to go a little red. And I'm basically doing oil painting right now with what we're doing here. Just trying to... By the way, does that music sound okay? Can you guys even hear it? I mean, right now it's dead. but in a second here, hopefully it'll come back, unless it's turned... Did we get through all the songs? Nope, there we go. Let me know if you hear the music, because I don't want you guys, like, having dead air, just hearing me breathing. Just let me know if you guys got it. 12 people in here. Oh, my gosh. Okay, you got to understand, guys, it's been a long time since this YouTube channel has thrived. It's been a dead channel for a very, very long time. And so much so that I was punished by YouTube and they demonetized my channel because, and there's multiple parts to this, and I will share them all as quickly as I can. I was making tons of videos. We were getting 1,000 views per video within an hour amount of time. At a certain point in time, one day, the whole channel got sliced in some way. I would call it, getting blacklisted. Once you get blacklisted like that, they stop sending notifications to your subscribers that you're doing content. And when that happens, or maybe they only send it to a select few. My 14,000 subscribers here on the channel were not getting notifications when I would do things like this, and that made me so annoyed and so tired, I gave up making content. Because I stopped making content, they then said, hey, you're not making enough content to be monetized. We're going to demonetize you. Sorry about that. And then here we are, where I make a video now and I get 30 views. Maybe 100, maybe a little bit more, but it takes like a month. So to see 13 viewers in here right now and a beautiful full chat room, this is a great day. You guys are making my day. So the fact that you're here chatting with me makes my day. Thank you so very much. I love you guys. Okay, there's the full story. I'm sorry for that, but if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet and you want to show some love, get subscribed. That is a huge way to do that because we're building back up from scratch. I used to make, at my best month, I was making $400 a month from YouTube advertising. Now I make $100 every 2 months through my other channel, not through this channel. This channel is completely demonetized. And so it really hit me, and it really hurt my business. So if you guys wouldn't mind getting subscribed, I would deeply appreciate it. That'd be absolutely awesome. And thank you so very much if you're doing that. Now, if you're part of the OGs who've been here and know of what we've done here for so long, thank you so much for coming back. Please let me know in the chat how long you've known of this channel and known of me. I would greatly appreciate it because I'm a narcissist and I love hearing that stuff. Okay, back to work. Okay. Love you guys, though. Thank you so much. It's very sweet. Very kind. What's my other channel? Okay, well, I actually have 7 different YouTube channels. And by the way, let me know if you guys are hearing the music, okay? I have 7 different YouTube channels. The other channel right now that is getting monetized is called Legacy Studio. You just look up Legacy Studio and you'll find it. I also have Legacy Tech Studio, Legacy Music Studio, Legacy Art Studio, this channel. I also have Beyond Legacy Studio if you want to see vlogs. My wife and I just did a cruise in the Caribbean, and I made videos on it. You can go and see what it's like to go on a cruise. I also have the Legacy Cast, where I am a political, conservative Christian political talk show host, if you will. You might not like me after that one. I don't know. Yeah, and what else? 7 different YouTube channels. There's plenty of things to check out. And, no, I don't keep them updated well. No, most of them are not monetized because, God forbid, I can't keep up with all of them. I'm just too much of an ADHD guy. I love doing all of it. So I just do all of it and, take the cut. Let's see. Yes, missed an abduction. Yes, Sam is right. Do it, guys. Tim is... Oh, gosh, I'm not reading that out loud. Thank you, Sam. You funny. You funny. You funny. All right, let's see. We're going to go a little darker. And let's see. I want to put a little more red in that darker area here. So like I said, guys, I'm playing here now. Technically, this is wasting time. But if I'm struggling with a piece, then I enjoy taking the time of kind of feeling it out and forming it out a little bit more. Because then we can turn off like our ink layer and we can start to get a bit of more of a theory of what we're actually creating. And maybe that'll help us get to the end goal a little better. Challenge you to try this sometime because it's very, very different. Are they linked? I don't know if I have them linked on here. I feel like I might. Where do I have them in one place? Oh, no, they're not linked. They're not linked in the description. No, I'm sorry about that. I haven't had the chance to update that yet. It's been a minute. I haven't had the chance to update that yet. But if you go to Legacy Studio and check in the description of some of the Legacy Studio videos, yes, they're all linked in there. So I'm sorry about that. That's my bad. I I teach everyone else how to do, marketing on YouTube and everything like that, and I don't do it myself because I'm too busy taking care of everybody else. I'm so sorry about that. I haven't cared about this channel in a long time, so the fact that people are here is really astounding to me. I'm very thankful you're all here. Thank you so much. 8 likes. You guys rock. Thank you, thank you, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Don't be afraid to ask those questions, guys. I am thoroughly, unhealthily loving the community chatter that's going on right now in the chat room. Thank you so much. You are building up my ego in such delightful ways right now. Let's check on these teeth here. So if we look at the teeth, they're kind of set back in the mouth. They're really dark. So I'm going to go with that, and I'm starting with gray, and we're going to go darker. Adding shadow from the top lip. And then I'm going to cheat the system a little bit, and I'm just going to put a little bit of white on the very bottom, so it kind of brightens them up just a tiny bit. Okay. You are very welcome, Diana. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to get these eyes going here. Now, same issue is, I mean, like, especially these eyes. Look at this. There's barely any white in those eyes. Because she squints so much, her pupils are very invisible. I mean, like, they take up the majority of the eye socket. So we're going to kind of go that same route. Use some pure white just to put in a little bit of highlight. Okay. Music is perfect. Good. Thank you, Sam. 14 people, 9 likes. You guys are killing me. This is amazing. A dead YouTube channel comes back to life again because of amazing people like you. I am thrilled that you are here. You are giving me goosebumps or goose pimple. Where did goose pimples come from? What is up with goose pimples? I always knew Goosebumps. You guys remember the books, Goosebumps? So where'd goose pimples come from? That is so anti-Goosebumps. Okay, we're using some highlight now to begin popping features back out, pulling them out towards us, bringing them towards the camera, bringing them towards our eyesight. You push things in with shadow, you pull things out with highlight. Let's go ahead and turn off our ink layer. And I don't know. You guys seeing what I'm seeing? I'm seeing some likeness there. It needs a lot of work, but I see some things there. I like what we're seeing. So I'm going to go ahead and go back here, and I'm going to dim our ink layer just slightly. Well, no, maybe let's try multiply. Oh, multiply, much better. There you go. That way we don't lose the lines as we paint over them, you know, or under them, if you will. All right. I'm thoroughly enjoying this. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for hanging. Deeply appreciate you here. Average view duration, 4 minutes and 33 seconds. That's a record. It's got to be a record somewhere. Possibly. I don't know. You guys are great. Thank you so much. I don't want to cry. I don't want to cry. There are so many amazing YouTube channels out there that are doing far more than I am because they're putting in more production time and things like that. I'm not built that way. I'm built for what's called turn and burn. Turn and burn. So turn and burn means you make a video, you get it out there, same way that TV stations and news and radio stations like I used to work at, they have to put up news that day on what's going on. And so I make turn and burns. I like making content like that. But it's not as fancy, and it doesn't have all the push and pull that all the other videos have, and so it just kind of, you know, So it doesn't quite meet the demand of what everyone else is doing, so no one watches. So if you're enjoying it here, hit that like button. Thank you so much. Tim, we have a new YouTube show, a live YouTube show. Really? Tell me, Sam. Give me details, my friend. Details, details. I think that would be the Grinch. Details, boy, details. I think that's the Grinch. So I definitely like how this is looking. This is cool. I'm pleased with this. This color here is throwing me off, so we're going to go grab our eraser, and I'm just going to knock this down. There we go. All about RC. So now, guys, if you're curious, Sam Platt, the amazing guy over at Crawler Tracks. This guy has all kinds of remote control cars, but they're like slow remote control cars because they can climb on things. Crawler vehicles, if you will. And what he does is he creates these really amazing things that these RC cars climb on. So, really, really cool stuff. Now, Sam and I know each other because I got into remote control airplanes for a while, and then I went into drone racing and was doing some very serious, not drone racing, I was doing freestyle drone stuff. And so Sam knew me a lot from that side of the realm. I haven't touched a drone in forever except for video work these days. So, big difference. But Sam has continued that where I have not, and he's doing incredible things. And you should go check out his stuff. And a live show every Wednesday, every other week. Every other week. Very cool, Sam. Good for you. Okay, I found Beyond Legacy Studio. It's you. When I search Legacy Studio YouTube, it's in another language. Can't find that channel on YouTube. There's a channel out there if you guys are interested in Tim's freestyle. Oh, gosh. Do I even still have... No, I changed that channel. That channel is now one of the new channels. Would you guys bear with me for just a second, please? I apologize, but we're going to very quickly answer the question here. So let me go over here and point you guys in the right direction, if you don't mind. I will be as brief as I possibly can, okay? You can see all the zit-popping videos I watch. So let's do Legacy Studio. And it should look something like... where is it? Well, you can find the short. There's shorts of me. Very interesting. Here's one. So Legacy Studio, it's got a caricature of my face right there. That's what it looks like. You can do @Legacy Studio. That should pop up. Okay. And then if you click on any of those videos, I think any of those videos, let me double check here and go into our comments. Oh, Timbo, you need to update your stuff bad, dude. Okay, I obviously have some work ahead of me here. I apologize, guys. But take a look here, and you'll see the Legacy Studio Network, and that's where you'll find all my different channels, okay? Legacy Tech, Legacy Art, that's where we are right now. Legacy Music, if you like EDM music, I make EDM music on occasion. Legacy Workshop Studio, which is a very dead channel. There's no subscribers on it at all. But if I do woodworking, and I make video on woodworking, like this ginormous desk that I'm sitting at right now that I made myself, that's where that would go. If I work on watches, I rebuilt this watch. Well, no, I didn't rebuild it. Excuse me. I'm not a doofus. I didn't rebuild it. I replaced the crystal in it. I'm not going to You can go and check that out at the Legacy Workshop Studio. Beyond Legacy Studio is the vlog channel. And I'm excited about that one especially right now because it's growing by a couple subscribers. It's only 14 subscribers right now. I love doing vlogs, and I've done vlogs for years. If you want to see some of my drone stuff, this is a video on the drone stuff. But you can see some of our trip that we did to the Caribbean. I've made all kinds of films on it. My wife and I talked on these videos. Super cool. So go and check that stuff out. I'm sorry you're here for another purpose. We're going to get back to that purpose, and that is to be artistic. Cool? Okay. Crawler Tracks, dang, I enjoyed that channel. Watched everyone back in the day. Oh gosh. Well, I'm pretty sure that they're all no, wait. They're not all still there. I think I have them all privatized or whatever. I think I removed them all because of the content change that happened there. Beyond was the drone channel. It might have been. I really don't know. I really don't know anymore. It might have been actually Legacy. It might have been Legacy Music Studio. It might have been Legacy Music Studio. I'm sorry, guys. I know I'm jumping. I'm jumping. My bad. I promise. I'm trying to keep this quick. Let me see here. Let's go to... That's not what I wanted. Don't need to customize my channel. I need to go to the home page. System. Let's see. Music Studio. Let's see what's under Music Studio. Oh, there it is. Yes. So the old channel where the artwork, where the drones were, is Legacy Music Studio. And I still have the CFL FPV 2016 video there. Trip to Madeira Beach, where I flew my drone over the ocean and did some stupid stuff over the ocean. Still have the Shreddy Bear real story about crashing 3 quads on the Spun podcast. Still have that one. And then it all goes to music. But let's... I'm not going to do that. I was going to go and see if all the rest were in there. But I think I have them all privatized and hidden. So, yeah. That's where it was. Legacy Music Studio. I'm going to try... I'm just having too much fun with this, so I'm just going to keep going with this for now. This is definitely not helping me get work done, but you guys are here, so I'm just going to keep enjoying this for a minute. And I'm just going to paint a little, okay? And we'll see if I can create something cool in this format. Do 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 do, bum 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 bum. Thank you so much for hanging out, guys. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Well, and it's been such a long time. I'm actually, if all my drone stuff wasn't so old, I wanted to just go ahead and sell all of my drone stuff. Like, I have 5 or 6 almost fully built drones and things like that, and I was thinking of just selling them off. They've been sitting in the top of my closet for a couple of years now, and I don't see myself getting back into the hobby, because I got into the hobby originally to create movies and be a filmmaker, and I'm doing that just fine with DJI these days, and so I've had to kind of make some decisions and decide, okay, I don't have the time anymore like I used to fly drones. I'm self-employed. This is what I'm doing now, between this and filmmaking, and I don't have the time. So I've been thinking about selling all that stuff, but it's all so old, it's kind of outdated, you know, so it almost, I don't know if I could even sell this ginormous box, this humongous box of stuff. I don't even know if I could sell it for $100. Clueless. So, but what do you do? Times change, that's for sure. You enjoying the painterly approach, guys? If you're enjoying this, hit that like. 66 views! Holy smokes! You guys, you're killing me here. 11 likes. Wow! Thank you, thank you, thank you. What on earth are you doing here? This channel is dead. There shouldn't be a darn soul here. And what are you doing here? You are getting me excited. I can't handle it. I'm going to have a heart attack. Is that a stroke? Is that a stroke? Oh, you guys are great. All right. Looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. I'm enjoying this. I find that painting like this is really fun because it does remind me a lot of oil painting. And oil painting really gives you a different... Oh, there's my problem. Holy smokes. Do you guys see what I see? Look at this nose. Look at this and how it's concave here. It's not convex, it's concave. It's dipping in. And I got it blown out convex. So, yes, while I want the nose bigger, I can't reshape the nose because then that pulls from likeness. So it's very important that I still give that shape and form, but I do it in the right way. So let's see if I can fix this, because that's a pretty big deal. We're going to see if I can fix this. All right. Thank you so much for joining us right here on Legacy Art Studio. My name is Tim Lee. I'm your host tonight. Chilling out, listening to some of the golden oldies of copyright-free music. Just delightful. I want you guys to go grab yourself some sketch pads. I want you to draw your brains out. Now, I have a lot of work I still got to do, obviously. And unfortunately, and fortunately, I'm actually going to go hang out with a friend here in a moment who is actually one of my clients, because I teach podcasting here in Montana. I'm teaching a bunch of businesses how to be podcasters, how to market themselves, and how to, improve their business. And succeed in social media. There are so many businesses that are really struggling with social media, and it's part of my job that I've done to instruct on the basics, and so I'm helping a gentleman who's a wonderful musician here in town get podcasting set up for his business and stuff. So I got to go over there here in a few minutes and help him work on his stuff. Unfortunately, I can't make any promises on the next time I make a video. I wish I could. I am all over the place. I'm spread very, very thin in lines of how much work I have to do. So I can't guarantee when the next video is. So all I can ask is that you guys get subscribed. And make sure you turn on that bell icon. Please, 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 please hit that bell icon. That bell icon is one of the reasons why I've lost 14,000 subscribers. So hit that. And hey, Zoe's here. Hi, Zozo. How you doing, big girl? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You guys can't see her very well, can you? Hey, here. Yeah. Oh, I know. I want everyone to see us. So stay right here. Stay right here. There we go. Come here. Get your head up here. There you go. Yeah, she's wagging her tail. Zozo's doing very good. You might remember her when she was a puppy. She's doing very, very well. She's 5 now? 5 or 6? 5, I think. I like the painterly style. I can get lost in digital blending for way too long. Yeah, I don't blame you there. Digital blending is great, as long as you don't do it so much that everything becomes overly soft. That is the main problem with like airbrush in Photoshop and everything else. So let me go ahead and switch back over here so we can keep working here. So don't be afraid to use hard shadows and things, and then use the blending, the Photoshop blending techniques or whatever that I've taught to only touch certain areas. Don't go full tilt on it, So like for instance, the cheek here, it looks really, really good, but I'm going to kind of blend it, but I'm still blending it with a hard brush just to make sure that I'm not losing what makes it artistically beautiful. Now, keep all those nice lines in there and things. Now, when I'm done with this, it needs to look quite a bit different than this. But this, right now, for me, is my way of loosening up and helping me kind of have an idea of what needs to happen. By the time I'm done with this, it needs to look a lot different. It needs to look much more vectorized. It needs to look much more like a logo. But if I'm struggling to get the likeness and such, I can massage it with painting like this. And so far, it's pretty good. Good doggo, I have to check out your vids. Okay, thank you. You're welcome. We aim to please. So unfortunately here I got to run in the next, probably in the next 15, 20 minutes. So time is running short. So please, once again, please, I'm begging you from the bottom of my heart, get subscribed, hit the bell icon, and understand that Tim is terrible at being able to give, like a schedule when I'm going to be on YouTube. I can't. I was working until 1 o'clock in the morning last night, 2 o'clock in the morning last night, working on content and videos and things for my clients. I really don't have a guarantee of when I'm going to be on next. So being subscribed, getting those notifications is the only way that you're going to be able to see more content from me. And the other thing is, if I don't have any commissions to do, I'm not going to be on here drawing. I have a lot of other stuff. So if you want to see me do more, then maybe consider buying a caricature. Prices start at $50. They go up from there. You can learn more at legacystudio.net. Legacystudio.net. I think it's Legacy. Oh, no, excuse me. LegacyStudioProductions.net. LegacyStudioProductions.net. I hope you can post your final of this. Well, I think I'll probably be working on this, over the next couple days, hopefully. And if I'm doing it and if I'm not, stressing out about it, then I will absolutely try to be on YouTube and work on it on YouTube. I just don't want you guys being like, so when's your next one? What's your schedule? Are you going to do it every Wednesday? Are you doing it every Sunday? Are you doing... I don't know if I'm going to be doing it in a month. I mean, that's the reality of all of this, sadly, for me. The most important thing about YouTube and about social media especially is consistency. That is what I teach all of my clients, is consistency. And the sad fact for me is the one thing I do not have is something called consistency. And if you go and you look at my other channels and you're like, well, dude, you got literally 1,000 videos. Yeah, I got 1,000 videos, and I'm very, very thankful for that 1,000 videos, but the reality is that 1,000 videos was made over 15 years, and I might have made 10 videos in a single week and then no videos for an entire month. I mean, even though I would absolutely love YouTube to be my full-time career where I could just do stuff like this, that by far is it. Let's see. LOL, no pestering allowed. No, you're allowed to pester. Absolutely, feel free to pester. I need to be pressured to do this, and so I need my followership to be here, and be like, dude, what's the problem? I just want you guys to understand that the reality is business comes first, family comes second, YouTube comes somewhere in there. Edge Honey Sir. It's Spanish. I'm sorry. Something Service Graphics. Okay, Something Service Graphics. I'm watching you from Brazil and like very much your work. Thank you so much. Thank you so much from shouting out from Brazil. Appreciate you being here. Thank you very much for hanging out. You guys may make me come back and do some more live streaming tonight. I'm not going to lie. We'll see what happens. I won't make any promises. Just get subscribed and hit that bell icon. And maybe once I get back, I do need to keep working on this. So if I don't get pulled away by my wife to spend some time with her, maybe I'll keep working a bit more on this tonight. Because we got to get this done. Got to get it done. Needs to happen. Okay, let's go a little bit here and go a little lighter. The reality is I'm the stay-at-home dog dad, so I try to take care of the pups. I'm miserable at taking care of the house. I need to do that a lot better. But when wifey comes home, I dedicate my time to her and to the family, and I try to work around that as much as possible. Okay. You guys have been awesome. You guys have been absolutely awesome today. You're blowing my mind with the stream. I celebrate every little success. Sam and I have talked about this before. You celebrate every little success. Every tiny one. So having you guys here, every single one of you is one tiny success. So I appreciate it. Thank you very, very much. Gotta go. Thanks and have a good day. See you later. Diana, see you later. Thank you so much. You have a lovely day, my dear. Looking forward to hanging out with my new friend and helping him out with his podcast stuff here in a little bit. It's really fun to be able to mess around with technologies and help other people learn how to do it, especially when they're as driven as he is to do it. So I'm very much looking forward to helping him. And every time I'm there, he's asking me, so how's your stuff going? How's your podcast going? How's all that going? And so today I'm going to get to tell him it was super successful, had a bunch of people show up, a bunch of likes. You guys made it great. Yeah, I'll have some good news for him today. I really like the highlight on her nose, so I'm going to very quickly throw that in here. But my time is about up, my friends. It is 3:19. I got to be there by 3:45. Thankfully, he's only a few blocks down the road from me, so it's not a big deal. But I still don't want to be late. So I'm going to be scooting here in just a second. Get subscribed. Head over to Legacy Studio on YouTube if you like gaming. While you're there, go onto the main page of the home page of my YouTube channel there. It'll give you links to all my other YouTubes. Support the cause of clean content on YouTube. That is what I do. I keep it clean as best I possibly can. I live to try to live to a higher power. God absolutely has looked after my business and has given me everything I own, everything I have. The God of the Bible, and I make that very clear, and probably one of the reasons why I was blacklisted originally, because I did make that known. And so I try to keep content clean on all of my channels, so it's good for all ages, all families. And I want you to be able to go and enjoy and not fear what you're looking at or seeing, and I just want to be the cleanish content that you can appreciate. So I mean, I say that we're clean for most ages. That's my sales point. I say we're clean for most ages because yeah, we do play some shoot 'em up video games. We do some stuff like that and whatnot. So it's not for everybody, but it is for most people. And right now we're going through. I just released a video on Legacy Studio on Undertale, and so we're starting to mess with Undertale, which I don't know how long we're going to play that, but I'm giving it a shot. Sam is right. We've done a lot with the Myst series. I need to get back in there and do a bit more. I just factory reset my entire computer, so I have to go in there and literally make up for everything I've lost. In saved progress on the latest new Riven, and once I do that, then I'll be able to have more come back here. Binge, yeah, you can binge watch. Oh, and I liked the Abduction series. I go back and I've watched the Abduction series myself. I watched myself play Abduction and go, that was a really fun series. I really liked that because that was such a weird game. Such a weird game. And a great game at that. We've come a long way. A very long way. All right, noticing this nose is still off, but I think I see why. There's not enough shadow here. We're not turning up the nose enough. So I'm going to turn up the nose even more with some more shadow down here. I think that's going to help a lot. By the way, recently on Legacy Studio, I've been playing a lot of video games live, simply because it's just the quickest way to create content and get it done fast. So if you get subscribed over there as well at Legacy Studio, if you enjoy watching me do stuff live, then get subscribed over there, because I play some of those video games live right now as well. Once again, no guarantee of a schedule, just it happens when it happens. And if you're subscribed and you got that bell button icon tapped, then you get to come and hang out with me and be a part of me screaming at my computer at the top of my lungs, being annoyed as all heck at whatever game I'm playing at the moment. That made a big difference. Yeah, it was done by the same people who made Myst, and that's one of the reasons why it was so good. But it was such a departure from their original content, and I liked that. I liked how far away they went away from that content, while still, I mean, there was some small, tiny bits of foul language in it. Nothing to, you know, call home and complain about, but they kept it majority clean, which I thought was amazing. I thought that was absolutely phenomenal. And that's hard to find these days, because there's some video games I'd love to play with you guys, and I just can't, because they simply are not clean enough. Now, what I am doing is I am stepping into a slightly different world for members on Legacy Studio. If you want to support financially, you're basically supporting the network. If you support financially, you got to go over to Legacy Studio, and you join as a member in one of the tiers over there. I'm going to start playing some video games that are going to be a bit more questionable. Like, I wasn't so certain about how well Undertale was going to be, and so I played that for members only live. That way, if there was foul language or whatever, we're keeping the majority of our young populace away, and only having, you know, people who understand what they're walking into watching it and stuff. I want to play some games that, you know, might not be as good for most ages and still be, you know, still represent God in the best way I can, but allow us a little bit more freedom to dig in, and I think that that's a great way to do that. But I want to be very careful how I handle that, and even if we're playing a game and it turns into something much more, you know, that I'm like, no, that's still taking this too far, then we'll cancel it. But playing them live with you guys, I think, is a lot of fun. I think it makes it more interesting, and I want to keep doing that and trying some games that I've never heard of, and then, you know, if we find out that they weren't perfect, well, I don't need to worry about you guys, because you knew what you were walking into, and you don't have kids watching it, you know, when their parents don't know what they're looking at and stuff like that. It's handled better, you know, it's handled more professionally. Let's see. 326. Oh, man, I'm having so much fun. I don't want to go, but I got to go. Keep an eye out, guys. Oh, by the way, also follow me on Twitch or X, and keep an eye out for me over there as well. I do try to send notifications across my different platforms. I don't use Facebook nearly as much as I used to. I got tired of Facebook, and so I still do updates there a little bit here and there, but they're much more personal for my family and for closer friends. They're not really for public nearly as much. So follow me on X over there if you want to also get notifications on when I'm doing stuff, and especially our Discord. Our Discord right now is a great place to go, complete with a members section there. If you're a member in the Legacy Studio channel, that's a great place to be, and a lot of great people over there as well. That's gotten a little bit more skimpy in lines of people over there, just because I'm not making the same content that brought the majority of those people over there. A lot of them were really liking my music review stuff, but I just got tired of it. That wasn't my content. I was doing it because that was bringing people in, but that wasn't the content I was enjoying making. So, what was that called? You took off from one planet and explored other planets. Yeah, boy, that's the accuracy. I really experienced some other planets and then flew back home to Earth. That's for sure. And it definitely was fun at first, but it had its cons very quickly, and especially realizing that the people who were coming to check out my videos weren't there to check my content out. They were just supporting their bands. And that's great, but sometimes they weren't exactly nice about it. And I started feeling like I wasn't really creating anything that people were appreciating because I was simply using other people's content. And I'm like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to just steal other people's content. I teach people on how not to steal people's content and how to be original, and I want to remain original to myself. I think that's super important. Important? You will not succeed on YouTube if you don't stay yourself. That is a fact. What was it called? Like where I was doing the music reviews? That was on Legacy Studio. And there wasn't really a title of it or whatever. I just changed the just started putting that content up there. And then I'm still doing it here and there, very rarely, and I do that over on the music channel, which is the Legacy Music Studio, which makes much more sense for it to be over there because it's music related. Oh, the video game. The video game? Which one? What video game are we talking about here? Hang on, let me we're playing Undertale right now. Undertale was the latest video I created that we also did live. I apologize if I'm not understanding your question. Trying to think about what games we were talking about. Because I was talking about that we're going to try and do other content live about the planet. Oh, taking off from one planet to another. Hang on. That one was... Oh, what was it? That video... That one got no views at all. I stopped playing it. I got so bored of it. I got so bored of playing it because no one was taking any interest in it on the channel, and I ran. Oh, it was a very long time ago, and it was called. It was kind of a fun game, but it just I'm there to create content, and I was just very unhappy. What was it called? Fire? No, not Fire. I'll find it. I know I'll find it. View your channel. Thanks. Unless I hit it, which I kind of doubt that I did. Let's see. Bear with me. I'll find it. Sorry for everyone who's watching for art. I know I'm jumping away. I apologize. Let me find this here because it's making my brain bleed, and then unfortunately I gotta go. I definitely gotta go. Get subscribed. If I keep drawing this evening, you will know because I will do it live. And I would love for you guys to come and hang out with me again some more. It wasn't during abduction, was it? I'd know it when... Oh, there it is. Outer Wilds. Outer Wilds. There it is. Yep, we did 5 episodes of it. And then I just gave up. Like I always do. It's lovely. Okay, well, I think we have good progress on this for now. I I think there's definitely some defining features that we're beginning to get out of this face that's pointing us in the right direction of what might be a good move to get her likeness looking better for something more important. So I'm very pleased with what we have here. Unfortunately, I got to go and make a paycheck and go and help someone with their podcast stuff. I will look forward, though, to seeing you guys again soon, and deeply, deeply appreciate everyone who came in today and hung out. You guys really, really, really surprised me. You really surprised me. So deeply appreciate you. Thank you so very much. Let me get this saved so we don't lose the progress here. I already see some changes I got to make. Excuse me, there's definitely a lot more that I got to do to this face here. But we're getting there, and I got the hiccups. That's great. So, keep it crispy, my friends. God bless you guys. First Tim 412. You know, that's what I say every time I end a video. And I look forward to seeing you guys next time here on Legacy Art Studio. Once again, go and if you want to support the cause of clean content on YouTube, in all of my 7 channels, it would mean a lot to me if you go over to Legacy Studio and consider supporting financially. It means a lot. I deeply appreciate it. We have 7 members right now, and they are incredible human beings who have stuck with me thick and thin. One of them has been with me for 47 months. One of them has been with me even longer than that. They're incredible people. It would mean a lot if you guys were over there too. So I got to go. Got to run. God bless you guys. And thank you so much for making today absolutely a blast. And hopefully maybe a little later on this evening, maybe we'll do some more. No promises. But get subscribed. Hit that bell. That way, when I do come back, you'll know.